What's up, everybody? Mike here. I wanted to talk to you about the 2022, the all-new Lexus LX600. Actually, the first F-Sport they've ever made, called the F-Sport Handling, and I'm just in love with it. So I wanted to talk to you about it. Sam's in the house. We were doing a lot of shooting bucket imports. So I said, hey, Sam, I know we're shooting for Forgestar 2 for the wheels. Do you mind? And he's like, yeah, man, all good. So Michael's here. Say what's up, Michael.
What's up, guys?
So yeah, I wanted to show you all a lot about this. I'm not a car reviewer by any means. Obviously, I'm a long-time enthusiast and owner. I've driven a lot of these cars, G-Wagon, Escalades, et cetera, et cetera. And I just really think this is such a big leap over the 570, and which I had, and you've probably seen some of those videos, that it's really stunning. This is still body on frame, but it has that new twin turbo V6, which is so much more responsive than the old V8. I know there's a lot of concern about that. And even me, you probably saw some of my posts like, oh, I prefer a V8. And I'm like stunned at how good this twin turbo V6 is. It almost has, 500 pounds of torque, over 400 horsepower, and coupled with the new 10-speed. Remember, the 570 had the 8-speed. This thing just really moves, and the F-Sport handling makes a big difference over the normal premium or the luxury LX. You get the paddle shifters, you get more aggressive gearing, you get different suspension tuning, and you even get a limited slip. Obviously, the looks of it, not much done, but those 24-inch Forgestar wheels, those 24 by 10. Shout out to Stephen Wan out there and Craig. We talked about it, and I did a test fit of bucket imports, and it worked out really well. So I said, hey, I think this is really going to work. Again, Harry, NItto Tire, my man right there, always stuck by me, even when I got out the wheel game. And he said, hey, there's a lot of potential with this new platform. And these are the new 420Vs. They came out, I think, last year, maybe 18 months ago. I had the 420S on my 570, and I love that tire. I think I put near 35,000 miles on it. I couldn't believe how well it rode for a 24-inch tire. So this is the new version. I think I've put about 500 miles on the car, and I think it's exceptional. I've driven it in the rain and clearly in this dry 100-degree heat, and it's quiet. I honestly have no complaints when people, oh, it's gonna ride bad, and not at all. You still got a big fat 35 series tire, so it's not like I always tell people that 25 series tire, that's when things get real kind of bouncy and really stiff. It drives fine, it still brakes fine, etc. All right, so the F-Sport, I mean, I'm not telling you anything new, hopefully, but has this black chromed out grille. Obviously, the mesh grille compared to those horizontal slams of the standard model, different lower bumper as well. So a lot of people have asked me, oh, Mike, you didn't chrome it out. I was actually going to go with a different wheel that had a machine face on it, and when that didn't happen and I ended up going with all black, I kept obviously the chrome trim. I would like to see that blacked out, so I actually have a trick up my sleeve where I might use the OEM appearance package that's on the non-F-Sport LXs, and it has like a black chrome trim that matches the grille. I'm going to see if I can just swap that out. If not, I'll probably just wrap it black. And again, this car hasn't grown in size. I love it. It's about, I think, 200 and 201 inches long. It's big enough, obviously 7-seater. It's big enough for most. It's not giant, right? So a lot of some of the competitors in that price range, this again is a real off-roader. This isn't a car-based SUV. It's big enough. It still fits in the garage, which is great. Because I know a lot of friends, their car, the bigger, Vehicles, they got to put them outside the garage because they just won't fit. They're so big. That's a personal thing. You might like a larger vehicle. I think this is a really, really good size. It's big enough, bigger than most, but not like massive where it's not even as maneuverable. It's so big that you're like, oh, whatever. I love the rear, obviously. This has the new Lexus Blade. And I think this is one of the biggest comments I get from people I know and my friends and family and strangers. And they're like, wow, that blade at night, what is that? That looks so cool. And obviously, each Lexus has a different interpretation of this blade, because if on the IS, it's like a single unit, the LX, and this one is a separate actual unit. I think it works really well, and I do like boxy SUVs. I'm not a big SUV soap, roundish. I think Lexus does a good job with sharpness and just the right curves where it looks super aggressive. Well, I'll actually show you a little bit. Michael's here. If you're concerned, for those of you that have kids, sorry, Sam, I know I'm walking you right now. He's like, wait, I thought I was going the other way. So Michael's in here all the time. Hop in, boy. So he's in here all the time. I mean, look, I always hear people arguing about backseat room, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm like, what, do you have like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar riding with you every day? Like, always complaining about room. And I look and I'm like, dude, you fit fine anywhere. So it fits fine, he's fine, I'll fit in it fine. There's a 7-seat, obviously option. 570 had 8 seats, this has 7. So you did lose a seat, but it folds flat into the floor, and you'll see I got Sam and Ryan, a little bit of their gear here, and someone, oh shit, Christine. Yee, this is awkward. Really awkward right now. Sorry, baby, yeah, I got no pair of shoes. I sold a pair, there you go. Thank you, Ryan. So you can see I have their gear here. One of the seats is up. I have some stuff there, but if I had extra people here, obviously we can figure it out. Again, it's not the largest SUV, so you can see right here, I can put enough on the shelf to hold things, but if you're looking for something really massive, this isn't gonna do, but for me, it's fine. You might be wondering, Mike, why do you have these little water bottles? One cool thing about the LX, let me show you. I love this part too. Just one tap, bow. Michael, what do you like? Are you gonna show it to him? Okay. Open it again for him, buddy. Open the other side, this side, yeah. So there's a button in the back. Actually, Michael, yeah. So you see there's a button in the rear, believe it or not, that opens the cooler from the driver's side. Close it again, Michael, and open it from the passenger side. The other side, yeah, right here. There you go, big guy. Thank you. And show people what's under there. So I carry these little, so that's advice for those that have the LX. Don't get the larger bottles. You won't be able to fit that many, but I can fit like 12 of these little, what are these, 8-ounce bottles. They're fantastic. And that cooler, it keeps your drinks cold. I've put sushi in it, all sorts of things, and it actually keeps it cold. It's not like one of these little fake, it's barely cold. I mean, these things get actually frigid. So that's one cool thing about LX. Honestly, I think every car should have a cooler. That should be some sort of option. You can close that again, bud. Lexus interface. I mean, people complained about remote touch. We've all heard it. So this is the second Lexus with the new system. The NX has that one big 14-inch screen. This has 2, so it's a dual screen system. And I think they sorted it out really well. The top, you can put your Apple CarPlay, et cetera, et cetera. It has the new, again, interface system, which is really well. I'll have Sam do a close-up later. And then the bottom screen is really cool. It really separates. And I'll go in the driver's seat actually while Sam does that. I like the fact that they separated everything. So a couple things here. You see, I have 2 or 3 phones on me at all times. I think the wireless charger is good for your second phone. Honestly, your main phone, you're always picking it up and grabbing it. So to me, it'll never charge. But the cool thing is this has a USB-C. This thing, if you don't have a USB-C in your car, this thing charges the phone like this, compared to the USB-A, which this car also has. And the rear, Michael passed the cord back there, also has USB-C cords as well. Believe it or not, these are very important to people. I actually remember all the arguing back, I think in 06, when I think the GS debuted without a USB-C, and people were flipping out. And I didn't understand it at the time, but yeah, these things are irreplaceable with your phone. Anyway, dual screen, top screen, look at how fast this thing moves, like a pinch. It's Google Maps based, so it's on that cloud. No more, you don't have to put any more CDs in the car. Over-the-air updates. I'm in the system. You can Sirius radio, everything that you need here. I'm the primary driver, obviously, but everything is here. And even, it's a little light, so you can't see, but you can change the illumination and the doors and the theme from blue, purple. There's like a million colors you can now choose. The bottom screen is cool because what makes it, I think, really easy to understand, this is just the HVAC. So this is just your AC, et cetera, et cetera. So right here, I can raise it up, put it, boom. This is the main system, sorry. So you can see I'm at the lowest height. It says low right here, how high everything is blowing. This is a G meter, obviously. And then when I want to, so I can sync the rear, if I want everything at the same time. It just makes it so much easier than me having to go into this top system. I thought that was really, really well thought out. True off-roader, you can see crawl mode. I mean, just everything you could possibly think of. There's rock mode, muddy mode. When Sammy and AO were actually at H2 Confidential, we did a lot of off-roading together, and we were in low gear most of the time. And you can see right here, you push the button, boop, 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 beeping left and right, so I'm in low gear. it's a true off-roader. So when you need it, even on larger wheels, I've actually done some crazy stuff in the 570 on larger wheels, and I'm like, wow, this thing is fully capable. Most people aren't going to do that, but it's like, you know and I want it. Cooled seats, obviously. Again, paddle shifters. I love the steering wheel. I think it's a really good feel. The trim, Michaels loves the interior. There's a red interior as well in the F Sport. I might do some mods to the interior this one, so I kind of wanted to do black just in case I change it up. One thing too I want to mention, obviously, click here. I put my phone out. This has a 2400 watt, 25 speaker Mark Levinson sound system, and even Michael is like, this sound system. You tell him.
This sound, compared to my iPad listening to it, if you compare it to this, it's like a whole boost up sound.
It's incredible. It's incredible. So it is absolutely unbelievable. I can't play it because I do not want YouTube to flag anything, but you have to hear it to believe it. 25 speakers, 2400 watts, absolutely incredible. So yeah, LX600. Y'all know I'm a long-time Lexus enthusiast. I work with the company, Forgestar, we work with the brand. Sorry about that big guy. So you're probably like, oh, it's gonna be jaded and biased. Yes, it is, okay? I can tell you that. It is gonna be a little bit biased. And I just think this is exceptionally better than the previous 570. That's not a diss to the 570. That's still a really good vehicle. But the 600, it just really drives so much better, so much more athletic. I actually get better miles per gallon. It's significantly faster. I think Edmund's got low sixes in his car. And driving on the highway compared to the 570 is a night and day difference. I love the looks. I love the fact that it stays traditional. It's still boxy. From, if you remember, the LX 450 back in '96. It's 2022, so that's how long this lineage of this vehicle. That's almost about 25 years, right? So obviously with the wheels and tires, it comes with 22-inch forged wheels, but I think with the Forgestars here, the satin black and the NItto tires, I just really love everything about this vehicle. I'm gonna shut up because Sam's arms are tired. Thank you for watching. I'm not gonna tell you to subscribe and all that. If you do, you do. You don't, you don't. and peace out, everybody. Say hello, Michael.
Goodbye.
Jamaica nice.
Jamaica nice.